So where's the real digital gold hiding in today's economy? Well, that's what we're going to dig into right now. We're talking about the high-impact internet careers that are set to define 2026, and more importantly, how you can start future-proofing your own path like today.
It's a question that's probably on your mind, right? I mean, the digital world is shifting so incredibly fast. What's a hot skill today could be totally forgotten tomorrow. And you definitely don't want to be left behind in all that change.
And that is exactly why we're diving into this new analysis. It pinpoints the careers that have the absolute highest potential, not just for growth, but for serious income too. Think of this as your personal roadmap for the next few years.
We've basically boiled down all the research into 4 standout roles. And these aren't just jobs, okay? These are high-impact careers that are really poised to shape the digital economy of 2026. So let's jump into the first one.
First up, the AI prompt engineer. Now, I know it sounds super technical, but the idea is actually pretty simple. Think of them as expert communicators, or maybe even translators, between humans and AI. They're the ones who write the perfect instructions to get AI to create amazing, useful, and, most importantly, accurate stuff.
So what makes this job so valuable? Well, AI is showing up everywhere, but the people who are true experts at guiding it, they're incredibly rare. It's a classic case of supply and demand, right? If you have clear communication skills and can think logically, you can become the person who translates what a business needs into an action the AI can take. That's a huge deal.
And yeah, that value, it shows up in the paycheck. We're talking a potential of $135,000 a year. That number really reflects the massive demand for people who can unlock what artificial intelligence can really do.
So how do you even start? Honestly, it just begins with getting curious. Start playing around with the big AI models. See what works, see what doesn't. You have to treat it like you're learning a new language, the language of AI. And just like any language, daily practice is the absolute key.
All right, let's switch gears to our second role, and this is one you're probably pretty familiar with, the digital content creator. But this is so much more than just posting a few things online. It's about strategically building a brand and a real business around your expertise and your unique voice.
The secret sauce here really comes down to authenticity. Brands are absolutely desperate for genuine connections with people, and they know that creators are the bridge to build them. The whole game is creating that direct link through fantastic storytelling and really engaging with your audience in a specific niche.
Now, the income can be all over the place. But the thing is, the ceiling is practically unlimited. Sure, 95K is a really strong potential number, but the truly successful creators are building multiple streams of income, from ads and sponsorships all the way to their own products and services.
So where do you even begin? It's simple. Start with what you're passionate about. What's something you could talk about for hours on end? Go there. Then just pick one platform and focus on delivering valuable content over and over again. Consistency is literally everything.
Okay, career number 3 is the engine that powers the entire online economy, the e-commerce specialist. These are the pros who make online shopping feel seamless. They manage the whole shebang, from the very first ad you see to the moment that package lands on your doorstep. And why are they so in demand? Simple. Online shopping isn't just a trend anymore, it's the default way we buy things. So for any business to even have a chance at competing, they need experts who've mastered digital marketing, who can analyze the sales data, and who can design a perfect customer experience.
And with a potential salary around $120,000, this is a role for people who love mixing strategy, data, and a bit of psychology to drive real business results. I mean, you are directly responsible for a company's bottom line.
A fantastic way to get your foot in the door is by getting certified. It's like proof that you know your stuff. But then you've got to apply it. Offer to help a small local business, because real-world results are the most powerful weapon you can have in your portfolio.
And for our fourth and final role, we've got the digital guardians, the cybersecurity analysts. In a world that is completely built on data, these are the professionals standing on the front lines, protecting all of our critical information from constant evolving threats.
Look, the money here is driven by pure necessity. Cyber threats aren't going away. If anything, they're just getting more sophisticated. Every single company, from the tiniest startup to a global corporation, needs protection. It's not a nice to have, it is a non-negotiable cost of doing business. And that critical need, well, it's definitely reflected in the salary, with a potential of $140,000 per year. This is a field for people who are meticulous problem solvers, people who get a thrill from staying one step ahead of the bad guys. Getting started really means building a rock-solid technical foundation with certifications. But to really make a name for yourself, you have to get your hands dirty. These online security competitions, they're an amazing and, honestly, a fun way to test your skills in scenarios that feel real.
So, there you have it, 4 incredible career paths. But they're not random. Each one taps into a major shift in our economy. So let's zoom out and look at the core principles, the secret sauce that drives success across all of them. First, and this is the most important one, skills are greater than luck. Success in 2026 isn't going to come from just being in the right place at the right time. Nope, it's going to come from deliberately building a valuable, in-demand skill set that other people are willing to pay for. Second, you have to leverage the internet. It is the single greatest tool ever created for scaling your skills and your reputation. It lets you work with anyone, from anywhere, and reach a global audience. So don't just use the internet, leverage it. And finally, think long-term. Please don't chase shiny objects or those get-rich-quick schemes. The careers we've been talking about, they're all built on a solid foundation of consistent effort over time. You have to plant the seeds now to see the results down the road. So all of this brings us to one final and I think most important question. This isn't really about picking a job title today. It's about picking a skill you can start building. Whether that's writing a slightly better AI prompt or learning to analyze a sales report, the question is, which skill will you build first?